take a step back to look at it, realize we never had it. That's how it goes. I forget it, go, yeah. I never wanna hold back or forget that. Forget this, let's just move on, forget that. I never wanna know what you've been up to. You see, you have been on my mind this whole time. I never wanna stay low at night. You see, you have control of my mind this whole time. I never wanna feel alone again at night.
Welcome to the Geeks for the Win podcast, the podcast where we talk about our week as geeks. I'm your host, William, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror. Dude,
Okay.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Right?
2 weeks in a row. When was the last time we did 2 weeks in a row?
I can't even remember.
Short show this week.
Might be. Problem might be. I'm looking to see, like, what did I watch?
Yeah. I was like, I got 5 things to talk about.
Well, what's one of them?
One of them, let's talk about something we forgot to kind of talk about last week. Brought it up shortly, but forgot to mention more. Been playing more Fortnite, but Fortnite came out with some new modes.
Oh, yeah.
That we didn't talk about, and I know we've both been playing them. Start with Lego. That
I have not played Lego.
You have not played Lego?
No.
It's definitely worth it. I wish there was a little bit more to it, but it's at the same time it's very enjoyable.
I did see, like, a lot of my skins I have are converted into Lego forms. Like, there's a Lego version of a lot of my skins. Not all of them, but
yeah, there's a good chunk of mine that were not, because I only really get skins that have that are
collab skins.
Skins, and not all of them are Lego. At first I thought none of the collab skins were going to have Lego forms, but I was happy that, like, oh look, one of my Spider-Man skins does. Cool, I'm good then.
I don't think any of my collab ones have Lego forms. I don't have that many collab ones though.
Yeah, a majority of mine are. But and some Marvel have them, some Marvel skins don't. Some DC ones have them, some don't. So it's not.
I don't think Harley Quinn has one.
I don't think so either. And my camera is kind of lagging. Did it catch up? It caught up. Okay, cool. But I was happy that at least one Spider-Man skin that I had was able to go Lego.
No Lego Vegeta.
No, I was like, but I can totally see, like, were the Dragon Ball Lego figures? Because I swear I've seen.
I think there are, like, the other brand,
like fan ones.
I think they're the like Dragon Ball Z, like the others, not Legos, but the other stuff. Like,
okay, yeah, these aren't official. These are fan ones that I've seen.
Dragon Ball Nano Blocks. I don't know, but yeah.
But yes, the Lego it's kind of Minecraft, kind of. Like, you don't really dig, so that's kind of that. But oh, hey, what's up, Blue? How's it going? But you you get, like, stone and wood. You cut down trees or break boulders with pickaxe and an axe. At night, a bunch of skeletons kind of spawn. There are wolves that attack you, and there are also NPCs that they're the other skins. Like you can set up like a town center, and like the other skins will come and join you. Like oh crap. Adam,
It's
yeah,
funny. It kind of sounds like you're describing Minecraft,
I mean,
which is digital Lego.
it is. I mean, it is very Minecraft, but there's no mining. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That there's no digging. That's kind of the only thing. But it is very Minecraft, but it's also very Lego. Like you can, apart from like the sounds of like when you die, the Lego sound effect of Legos falling apart, like in the Lego games. When you like build like shelters, you can either, build it completely yourself or build a kit, and it takes you through the steps. Okay, lay down the floor, build up and it gives you which ones to do next, kind of like you're reading an instruction manual from Lego.
Okay.
And of course, there's workbenches and lumber mills that you can use to refine logs and build tools. It's very interesting. There's not a whole lot to it yet. I can see it definitely more coming.
Is it something that's a permanent thing?
Yes. This is a permanent mode. Otherwise, I don't think they would have spent the time, making Lego figures of all the skins.
That's true, I guess. Yeah.
Also, I'm almost positive that a lot of the collab stuff, the licensing, they had to get those licenses again to have Lego forms. I'm pretty sure that wasn't just, hey, we've got the skin, we can make it Lego, right? No.
That makes sense, yeah.
So,
Gotta
yeah,
get that. Gotta double dip on licensing your product out.
yes,
It's all about making more money. More money.
absolutely. But the other mode that they added was like a racing mode. I'm forgetting what it's called now.
It's like Rocket League-ish, right?
Well, it's
Basically?
it's tied in with their Rocket League, because both are owned by Epic and they're closely tied. And like your Rocket League locker comes over to this mode. So like cars and stuff you've unlocked and bought in Rocket League, you can now race in this Fortnite mode, and vice versa. Like cars you buy in Fortnite, you can use in Rocket League. At least that's what the word was. I don't have a locker in Rocket League, so nothing came over.
I've got stuff, I think, but not a lot because I didn't play too much of it.
I did nothing, and I played it a couple times. Like, this is neat, and that was it.
I'm terrible at Rocket League.
Yep, and I have no desire to get good. But it's fun for a little bit. There's not a whole lot of tracks yet. And they are going to add a new mode to it where like people can create tracks, create their own. So it'll be interesting to see what people create, because what people already have created using Fortnite has been mind-boggling. What people have done. with just for Fortnite.
I mean, they turned Fortnite into Roblox, so which makes sense. I mean,
Yeah. And the third mode they added was Fortnite Festival, I think that's called.
yep, AKA Rock Band.
Rock Band. Yeah. The Rock Band light mode. I didn't realize that the tracks actually change like from day to day.
Yep.
Like I thought it was gonna be like week to week kind of a thing, but nope, they change day to day.
I've been checking it out every day at reset, and I've been playing the new stuff.
It's I've been trying to get used to playing it because I'm used to playing these games with a guitar, and
Yep.
they don't have guitar support yet. It is
Not officially.
coming.
There are people who have like done stuff to make it work.
Yes, like right now you can plug in a controller and use the buttons, but there's no strumming element to it. That is coming. That is officially coming.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully with that, some of my Guitar Hero skills will okay. Now it feels better because it doesn't feel right. Because what I've done is I take my keyboard, hold it like this, and use F1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to actually make it feel like I'm at least I'm in the right positions. Instead of using a controller or the buttons that they say to use, which I why they picked those buttons I don't know. But at least holding it like this makes it feel better. But it also, without the strumming and being able to like hold down a button before the note comes up and strum, it doesn't feel right.
Also, activating like your power or whatever it's called in this, it's so difficult. Like to be able to activate it without like messing up. Like to find a good spot while you're playing through a song to activate it without messing up, but still for it to be a point where it's worth activating so you get the bonus.
Right.
Like,
the number of times I've activated and go, oh wait, no, this next part of the song, I don't play anything. Like fuck.
It's like
I wasted
activate. That. Press whatever to emote. Oh, son of a.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I have also tried a controller, and that was easier, to use like the star power because I switched it to the there are two preset. One is like using your thumbs to play, or using your index fingers, which is using the triggers and bumpers. Like, okay, that's because that's how Guitar Hero did it when you plug in a controller, was the triggers and bumpers. So that I was at least kind of used to because I've done it before.
The thumbs works pretty well because it's using left, right on the D-pad, and then the B and X button on the on like if you're on an Xbox controller. So it's just like each hand has a left and a right, basically.
Yeah.
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, basically. So
hopefully it doesn't double up. Like do 1 and 2. Like fuck, I can't do that on a D-pad.
I don't think it.
That definitely comes up if you use the. So it's interesting because if you use the use index fingers to play, that definitely happens. So I guess the track the tracks are different.
Okay. And this is done by Harmonix, right? Because they bought Harmonix.
I think so.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's ridiculous how much they're charging for songs.
See, how much are they charging?
$5.
Yeah, that is.
Like Rock Band songs weren't that much. They were like what, $1.99, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, like if you look at like the rest of the store, like okay, no, yeah, 5. I think the cheapest I've ever seen on a Fortnite was 3. But right now they've got some not terrible songs. Like they've got Billy Eilish, bad guy, LMFO, party rock anthem, Lady Gaga,
Mr. Brightside
bad romance, Mr.
by the
Brightside
Killers.
by the Killers.
Which I saw a TikTok, someone was saying like the millennials like version of like how like certain people, like certain generation, like I guess like the previous generation was like Sweet Caroline or whatever. Our version would be Mr. Brightside.
I literally saw a TikTok today that was like, what about talking about the what I think it was New York Times, what they named our generation's song.
Maybe that's what
It was Mr.
Yeah.
Brightside. I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that's what they were talking about. That
I do like Mr. Brightside. It's a good song.
it's a great song. I'll yeah. I sing it every time it comes on. Like
see,
fun fact, music video has Eric Roberts in it.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember watching the music video of it and then going to see the Dark Knight midnight release and being like, "Oh, Eric Roberts, I just watched you in the Brightside video." Do you know who Eric Roberts is?
Gotta look him up.
You'll be like, "Oh yeah," because he's in like everything.
Probably.
Like he's one of those. Like him and Danny Trejo are like competing against.
Yep. Okay.
Each other.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
Yeah, he'll be in like 6 indie movies, and then he'll be in like a few like I swear, him and Danny Trejo, they must not have houses, and they just go from trailer to trailer on movie set to movie set, because you look at both of their IMDb's and it's like insane how much they what their IMDb is, you know. And Eric Roberts is brother of Julia Roberts, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Blue. I think music rhythm games are coming back, and I honestly, it's been a while, and
that was when Activision was when they were the whole like Activision being sold to Microsoft. There was like reports that like that Activision was trying to get Guitar Hero back, right?
Yeah.
I think there was talks for that. Real quick, Eric Roberts, previous 682, upcoming 86. 86 upcoming.
That's
what?
A lot.
Yeah. I wasn't kidding when I said like he's just goes from movie set to movie set, you know?
Does he just like show up at a random set and go, "Hey, can I be in your movie?" Okay.
There'll be like cheap budget movies or like, you know, like big time movie, you know, like Dark Knight, Expendables, you know, big name movies. Amityville, Bigfoot. What?
5 movies upcoming this year. I'm sorry. there's 2 weeks left of this year. And he's got 5 upcoming.
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah. But yeah, I'm here for rhythm games coming back. I was big into Rock Band / Guitar Hero.
Yeah, and I saw like somebody's coming out with new instruments, like new guitars, new drums.
I saw like a rumor or a leak or whatever that it's for this. Yeah.
I mean, what other rhythm game would it be? Because I have heard that they are going to add drum support, like to actually use drums. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah. There is a game that like I think it's fan made or whatever, maybe from like they ripped it from like a Guitar Hero or Rock Band called Clone Hero. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I have.
Boy, let me tell you, I've since playing this, I've been trying to find like, like Rock Band Guitar Hero, whatever controller. It is tough to find like a decent deal. Like, for one, they are like either outrageously priced or like not just, or it's like, oh, here's the Guitar Hero Live, like was the latest one that Guitar Hero came out with. It was on like Xbox One and PS4. Yeah. But here's guitar controller, no dongle though. It's like, because that one you had to because like I think at the start of the console, like the Xbox One and all that, like third-party support wasn't, they had to have like dongles for their stuff.
Right.
So like, why would you buy a Guitar Hero controller if you couldn't use it? Because it didn't come with the like. I've seen a lot of those, and I was looking on like GameStop to see, does GameStop? I didn't find really anything on GameStop.
I'm
Nothing
wondering
on Amazon.
If my Rock Band guitar is in my shed.
That's why I sent you that image of what I told you. I was like on Facebook Marketplace trying to look for something. I was trying to look for, that's what I was trying to look for, and I found someone was in Oklahoma City. It was trying to sell a Wendy's drive-through speaker thing. Like, what?
Which is absolutely hilarious. Like,
it took me by surprise. I didn't expect to see something like that.
Did they get the speaker through legitimate means, or did they just drive up to the Wendy's and just yank it out of the ground and drive off? I got questions.
It's either they just like yanked it, or like a Wendy's shut down and it was being converted into something else. So, and when they uninstalled the speaker, whatever drive-through speaker, someone snatched it. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, I've been playing that every day, like the festival.
Yeah,
I can group up and play, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I haven't done that yet.
I have not either. And I was looking at the songs they have for sale. I'm like, well, I've not seen the Cranberries yet, and Zombie. I've not seen that one come up yet.
That was today's
or
yesterday's.
Yeah. As of right now, it's yesterday.
It reset. Yeah.
Yep.
It 6 my time, 7 yours.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I played Zombie and I was singing along with it. What's weird is like switching to vocals, and because it's not like you can plug in a mic and sing with it. It's still like buttons you press, and it just it does the vocals when you press the buttons.
No, and with the vocals, at least, like, it's easier to play on hard. or expert than it is easy.
Oh yeah, I can only play on medium for. Or I've only played I've played easy or normal, whatever, and medium. Like that's it. I haven't tried hard or anything like that.
Well,
Yeah,
like
just because I'm like
hard,
I don't.
hard. You're like, okay, I know, I know the lyrics, so I just bump to the, it's just easier to get the rhythm down than it is on easy.
Well, that's it. Yeah, and part of me is what is hoping that it is the fact that like it's a controller versus the actual guitar, and that if like I do go back to playing on a guitar controller, whether it's this or I was looking for a controller because I wanted a guitar controller because I wanted to do the Clone Hero stuff to actually play actual like, but hopefully it'll all come back and it's not just I'm older and therefore my reaction is shittier.
That's also will
which
happen.
which some of that's probably true, but hopefully that's not the majority of why.
Yeah, but
you
also
know?
the fact that how long has it been since you played with played a rhythm game with the guitar? So there's going to be some like, okay, I'm relearning muscles
It's like
again.
been like 5 years since the last time.
That's way sooner than mine. It's been
Yeah, I picked up maybe a little, maybe like 6 year, 5 or 6, but I did pick up the Guitar Hero Live like guitar bundle because it was like $20 at Target when it was about to die, like when it lost support or whatever. So I picked that up for like $20. I played it a bunch and then I sold it on Craigslist to someone else.
I think the last time I played anything like this was a kind of like Clone Hero, but it was called Fret Hero. And that was in college. So 07 was, I think, the last time I really played something with the guitar.
Oh no, wait, this is way later than that for me. I
Yeah.
was big into Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Like,
Blue, I never did the DJ Hero thing. That was like, I never really never picked up on that one.
yeah, I was big into like Rock Band and all that. Oh man, Beatles Rock Band was so much fun.
I never did pick it
Like,
up.
just because Beatles songs are so good. Like,
Because Beatles are awesome.
yeah, like it was so great. I remember me and a group played through like all of Beatles Rock Band in one night. Then we jerry rig the mic to like so we could take turns and like some of us would play like the bass and sing versus and then another person would for another song be like drums and sing or guitar and sing like
Make your
we
own mic stand.
yeah some of us would like do like both. But yeah, oh, I played so much of that. I even I went to some Guitar Hero competitions actually, because at the height, Buffalo Wild Wings, our local Buffalo Wild Wings had Guitar Hero contests or tournaments, Guitar Hero tournaments.
I was in a Guitar Hero tournament my freshman year of college. And yeah, I went out first round. I
remember the
was
very
beat by the guy who ended up winning. So that was at least something.
yeah, it was on Expert. They were all on Expert, and I
Uh-huh.
remember the very first song I had to play because it was battle. It was like tournaments, so you battle someone else and then go to the next round. All that. Very first one I had to do was "Flirting with Disaster" by Molly Hatchet. on expert. I was like, fuck. Like, that is a hard song, Stuart. I don't know if you
Well, at
ever
least it
played
wasn't,
that.
like fire and flames through fire and flames.
Oh, it was close. It was a few songs. Like, it was like the fourth hardest song on Guitar Hero 3, I think. I think Fire and Flames is on Guitar Hero 3.
Was it 3 or was it 2?
3 was big. I remember 3 was one of the big ones. Like, before they added other instruments. When it was still just guitar, you know.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was 3. Okay.
Yeah, 3 was I think 2 was kind of like a little step from 1 and, you know. Oh god. Lips. You remember Lips? Blue is talking about the singing game Lips.
I don't remember Lips. I remember SingStar, like you mentioned before. I don't remember Lips.
Lips was the Microsoft one, right? Wasn't it Microsoft's version? Am I thinking of it?
It's definitely an Xbox game.
Publisher Xbox Game Studios. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The game featured use of motion-sensitive wireless microphones that support the use of songs already owned through a Zune or an iPod.
Wow.
So yeah, if it supports a Zune, it was definitely Microsoft.
Yeah. Yeah, I never played. I never played. I think the only ever singing game I ever played was I got I don't know. I got some. I forget what the series is, but it was for Queen. I got a code to
Okay.
review on the podcast, and I talked about it, and you know, it was fun. But I think it was a SingStar. I don't know, but it was some Queen game. But I've never played like just the singing games. I've only ever done the singing in like Rock Band while I'm doing either guitar or bass. You know, I can never do drums. Never could do drums. I just
Yeah.
can't get into that rhythm. Like, I can't get my head around drums. Like,
I don't know. I was in band, so I at least had rhythm. So I could at least fake the drums, but I wasn't like I wasn't able to do like where you do like the fills and stuff. My fills never sounded good.
yeah, people who can play drums, they're like another level. I have mad respect for drummers.
I did once play Rock Band with a guy who was like in a band and played the drums in a band, and yeah, like his fills actually sounded good. Like, oh, that's what a proper fill sounds like. Gotcha.
You're saying words, yeah.
A fill is when like there was freestyle areas when you play the drums in rock band
Yeah.
where you can just hit anything in any rhythm.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
His actually sounded good. Mine never did.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm on the search for a Guitar Hero controller of some type.
I'm gonna have to look in my in my shed tomorrow to see if
There was someone selling some stuff, but they're like, it's like 360 guitar or 360 Rock Band bundle with the the 360 console and all that 250, and will not split bundles, and it's like, okay, you have a good time, good luck with that, trying to sell a 360 with the Rock Band stuff for 250 right now.
yeah.
And it's Rock Band 1, so it's not even like it's one of the newer Rock Bands. God, I spent so much money. That's got to be the game I've spent the most for DLC on, was Rock Band. I bought so many tracks for Rock Band. Like, it was my go-to game to like unwind,
Sure.
Like, to just relax, because you got that music listening aspect of it too. So yeah. But yeah, for now, it's just playing the mode on Fortnite.
So, but yeah, and I did also hear a rumor that a couple years ago, Fortnite tried out a basketball mode, and there's a rumor that might come back. So they'll go into a sports games, and just
Oh wow.
Fortnite just become what the metaverse wants to be, and it'll just be Fortnite.
Fortnite's already the metaverse, right?
Every game is played in Fortnite, and it'll just become Ready Player One, and like.
That's already the case, pretty much. Like, they're just
In some ways, yes. But
yeah, I'm level either 13 or 14 on the battle pass, just from playing the festival, and I've played some Save the World, because I like Save the World.
I was talking to a coworker I think it was yesterday. I didn't think the Save the World still existed. I thought it was gone.
Oh yeah, it's still there. I still kind of like Save the World. Like, I'll fire that on while I'm watching, like, while I have something on another screen watching, and I'll just do random stuff, and just like mindless game where just mindless when I just want to do something and not think. I'll throw that on, but. And you can bring your skins from your skins in now. You weren't able to before.
Oh really? I didn't know you couldn't before.
Yeah. Not originally, yeah. So that's interesting. But
what have you been up to?
Well, something really great happened, Stuart.
Oh yeah?
Oklahoma City voted yes on the new stadium for the Oklahoma City Thunder are gonna will play in, which triggers a guarantee that the Thunder will stay till at least 2050.
Awesome.
Which, that just doesn't sound real. That's a number, but that doesn't sound like a real year. Like 2050.
2050. Well,
It's just,
we're 20.
I won't be alive then. Like
28 years away. I mean,
I probably won't be alive then, the way my family history is. But yeah, so the big commitment that it's fascinating, because everyone I've heard, like, from sports, like from inside sports people in the Oklahoma / Oklahoma City area, They've all said the same thing, that they're surprised by how much it passed, 71-29, because the vocal minority was so loud on no, that a lot of us thought that, there might be a chance it doesn't, like there was a lot of people actually worried that it might not get voted on,
Really? That's
because the vocal minority because the vocal minority, some of their talking points or arguments were like, oh, the Thunder are only it's going to at least be 900 million, and the Thunder are only up 50 million. They should have to put up more, and all this and this and that. And it's like, well,
stadiums are used for
in,
other things.
well, that and in an ideal world, sure, but the Thunder, they don't have to, because
All
we
you need
should
to
just
do
be.
is have a Taylor Swift concert paid for right there. That's that's it.
Well, it's like the Thunder have all the leverage, because that's the only professional sports team in the whole state of Oklahoma.
Also true.
The only professional sports team Oklahoma has ever had. And you know
Really?
what? Yeah. Well, as far as I can remember, as far as I know, maybe there was as far as I know, that's, yeah. Besides like minor leagues and stuff,
Yeah.
Oklahoma has like a B, or the minor league baseball team or something like that and stuff but no main professional sports team. But you know how the Thunder got to Oklahoma City, Stuart? Seattle voted against building a new stadium.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So there was a real scary moment for the Thunder fans, because it's like, oh no, we do not want one, we do not want that to happen to us. Two, we would never hear the end of it from Seattle fans, because Seattle hates Oklahoma, because the team left Seattle and came here. So,
Well,
but apparently, I don't know all the major details, but apparently it's being funded by like a 1% sales tax that's already happening, and it's just going to be extended. So, and the fact is, since the Thunder came, I heard this from a Beat Sports writer. I listened to a podcast. They were saying, since before the Thunder came, there were two main hotels in the downtown, or there was two hotels in downtown Oklahoma City. Now there are 20 something. That just goes to show you, having a professional sports team like that has brought in so much business and so much,
oh sure, absolutely.
has done so much, So and it's also funny, because the mayor of Oklahoma City also said, I think he basically said, it's been 30 years. The stadium now was proposed in 92. So it's been 30 years, basically, or almost, because it was proposed then, but built a little later. But so it's time for a new stadium anyways, so it just makes sense, so, but till 2050, oh, so good, so happy, especially because the Thunder they're having an amazing season right now. We've had to deal with a lot of hardship the past few years, because we've been in rebuilding,
Mm-hmm.
where we had to suck so we can get good draft picks.
Yeah.
But now, now
From what I hear about the Colts are in the same position.
Yeah, it's been a struggle, and it's been like staying the course and not like, not trying to like. Our GM's been smart, and he hasn't tried to like trade a lot of our future assets to try to like be mediocre. Like there's been a lot of other teams who, they want their main goal is just to be like they want to just get to the playoffs. That's it. It's
Right.
like, our GM, he's been making moves, and we have so much draft capital for the next like so many years. It's insane, Stuart. Like I think we have like 17 draft picks in the next like 5 years.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, because when stuff wasn't working out, the GM was like, okay, this star player wants to go. Okay, we're going to trade him before, he can leave on his own and we get nothing. Because
Sure.
we were burnt by Kevin Durant. He did that when he went to Golden State, the team who had beat us.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that now.
He was, can't beat him, I'm gonna join him. Which it's like, that's not real competitive. Like, but whatever. But yeah, it's been a struggle the past few years where it's just been horrible, and it's slash new players we've gotten from the draft are just learning how to play. But
Yeah.
now, like this year, I think are we still I think we're second or third in the West, in the Western Conference right now. Like we're doing really good, surprisingly. Standings. We lost last night, so we might be, we're third now. But like no one thought we would go before the season. No one thought we would be this good. And it's just like we have a great star player and our rookie from last year who we got the second draft pick last year, and he injured himself before the season started. So that was not good. But this year he's been amazing. So it's been great. Like it's been pretty great. And we've had some interesting games where like I can't remember. One of the games we were down by like, I want to say we were down by like 30, and we came back and won it. Which it's like
30 is a big number in basketball.
Yeah. Or there's I may be mixing it up with something else, but like there's been like a lot of like moments where it's like really test your maturity, whether you're gonna stay calm, be mature about it, and play through, or you're gonna just try to panic and just throw up shots, throw up 3-pointers to try to catch up, or all this and that. Where and it's been real, and it's impressive because we're the second youngest team in the league, so that's also like talking about testing your maturity when you're the second youngest team is also like really promising. It's been fun. So far I've watched every single game. I plan on watching every single game this season. It's been great. 2050, that's so good. Like I said, the vocal minority was really vocal and loud, to where like everyone was worried that there might be a possibility it wouldn't be voted on,
Mm-hmm.
But then it turned out 71-29. Like that just goes to show you, like, just because the vocal minority's loud doesn't mean, you know, that, you know, that goes to show you for any not just basketball but anything,
Yeah.
you could hear a lot, you could hear a lot from people, but that doesn't mean like necessarily they're going to be the majority of things. A lot of feedback from whether it's like people talking crap about a movie or a game, just because you're hearing stuff doesn't necessarily mean the majority of that fan base or, it thinks that way.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I've been a basketball fan my whole life. So like, it's so good to have like an NBA team. And, I went through we got lucky when the Thunder came. Like, they were pretty much good within a couple years, because we had star players and everything was great. And so like these past few years have been kind of rough because it was our first ever like rebuilding,
Uh-huh.
so that was tough to get through. But now it's, now we're competitors now, and like I said, we have so much draft capital, you know um from all these other teams because we made trades. And our GM would like trade like one player for another player that, and get like 3 draft picks from that team just to get this one player. And then he'd end up trading that player to another team, and end up getting another draft pick or two from it. Like, he did. It got to the point where I think like other teams didn't want to do trades with us because like because it just always seemed like our team was getting the better end of the trades.
Uh-huh.
And we haven't had a real trade in a while. And I think that's probably part of it. But yeah, it's been fun. I hope I just hope match gets better because right now it's not great. It's because of the TV contracts and all that, but I've talked about that before. Anyways, what's something else you got?
Something else. I went to the movies over the weekend, or last weekend, and I saw Godzilla -1. I recommend seeing that movie. Just, just, just see the movie. Even if you're not a Godzilla fan, I recommend the movie. It was just a good movie. Like, not just a good it was a very good Godzilla movie, but it was a good, just pure movie. This has now taken the spot of my favorite Godzilla movie.
What was that? What was before?
I was gonna say it beat out Shin Godzilla.
Okay.
Which came out. When did it come out? And let's see. This won't tell me, will it? It does not. Damn it. Which, by the way, Shin Godzilla is available on Crunchyroll. 2016.
Yeah.
In some ways it reminded me of Shin Godzilla because they ended both with me going, "What the fuck was that?" at the very end. Because Shin Godzilla has has a shot at the very end, should just make you go, the fuck? And Godzilla -1 also has a, the hell was that? I even in the theater, I even heard people going, the hell was that? What was that? But this takes place right at the end of World War II. Like the movie literally starts like within like months until the end of World War II, and then it kind of goes past the end of World War II, which would probably be the worst time for Japan to have a monster attack, because not only are they rebuilding, but they've got nothing to fucking fight Godzilla off with.
Yeah,
because their shit was taken away. And in fact, like that's even kind of brought up, like, you know, like they have to ask for weapons and like our artillery stuff back so they can fight Godzilla. And like, cause like the US wants to say the fuck out of it. Like that was kind of the thing that was said. Like, US, yeah, we don't want to mess with that because the Russians are kind of close right now, so we're not going to get involved. But we'll give you a single warship back. Great. That'll help. And like from what I understand, that's even kind of what the title means, -1. Like after World War II, Japan was brought down to 0. And then this takes it past into -1. I don't know. I kind of feel like that's a bullshit answer, but that was a theory that I heard on why it's called -1. But I really hope that there's a sequel to this one, because I really want that ending explained.
Probably will be. I mean, people love Godzilla movies, so.
Well, like Shin Godzilla, which people fucking loved. You know, I'm not the only one that Shin Godzilla was their favorite one, and people want a fucking sequel to that to answer what the fuck that was at the end. We're not going to get it.
Oh, there wasn't any? Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah. I'm interested in watching that show, Monarch.
It's piqued my interest, but the only problem is it's on Apple Plus. Now I have like, okay, there's like a couple other shows on Apple Plus I want to fucking watch, but as we talked about last week, fuck Apple.
Yeah. You kind of ignored my message I sent you about that.
I did?
Yeah, because I signed up for Apple Plus.
Oh, I totally missed you. You said that.
Target had like 3 months free. They have like Target had like everything for Apple, like free everything for Apple. I sent you the screenshot of that.
Oh no, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying, hey, this is available on the Target app. You might want to look into it. That's how I read that.
Okay. Gotcha. No. Yeah, maybe we'll handle that later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was just because Target, I don't know why they always have like Apple trials for stuff, you know. So I was just like, oh, I wonder. I've already done a trial, but like maybe enough time has passed. tried it and it was like, yep, it works. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know. But yeah, it was like 3 months Apple TV, 3 months Apple Arcade, 3 months Apple Music, 3 months Apple storage, whatever. The three like Target was giving away everything Apple for free, like iCloud, Apple Arcade, Apple Music, Apple TV, Apple Fitness. I didn't even know Apple Fitness was a thing, but
Sure, gotta
apparently
have
it
some
is.
type of fitness thing to go on their Apple Watch.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I need to finish watching. There's some good stuff on Apple TV. When I did the free trial last time, I watched Ted Lasso, the first 2 seasons, because that's all there was out.
That's one thing I really want to watch. I want to watch Ted Lasso.
Morning show is good.
And I want to watch
That's
Severance. Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, what's it called? Steve Carell, and there's someone else big in it, but
Billy Crudup. I don't know Billy Crudup. But when I'm on Apple TV, it says starring Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, and Billy Crudup.
I think there's someone else, but maybe. Anyways, oh, that For All Mankind, that looks kind of good. I've seen a little bit of that. It's like a sci-fi space thing. Well, I'm all about sci-fi space, so yeah, there looks like some good stuff on Apple TV, you know. So definitely doesn't seem like something you'd want to subscribe to all the time, but maybe it's like once a year, you know.
Yeah.
So you can binge everything that month, you know, and then
Oh, I
wait
think I
until
have heard of For All Mankind.
oh yeah, I think I mentioned also that Shrinking Show with Jason Segel and um, Harrison Ford. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff.
And a Christmas movie starring Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Well, yeah, that came out last year. So
It's right on the front page, so I'm like, okay.
yeah, I mean it's Christmas, so yeah. But 2022, this Tom Hanks movie from a couple years ago. Wow, Apple TV's been out that long. That Tom Hanks movie is 2020.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyways, yeah.
Anywho, what have you been up to? What else have you been up to?
Where's my list? I'll save that. I watched a show that you're gonna be like, yeah, makes sense. I watched The Bear.
Okay.
Not surprised at all that I would watch something like that.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's on Hulu. It stars what's his name?
Christopher Stoyer.
Is that his name? No, Jeremy Allen White.
Then was his? Oh, that's the Kurt creator. Sorry.
Yeah, which should have been the real Willy Wonka and not Timothy Chalamet or whatever his name is.
Mod at Xbox 360.
Because Jeremy Allen White looks like a young Gene Wilder. Like it's crazy how.
Yeah, I heard that movie's supposed to be a sequel to the Van Wilder
Prequel. Yeah. Gene Wilder.
Prequel to the Van Wilder one. I'm like,
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. I keep saying I keep saying Van Wilder. I was looking at Ryan Reynolds a minute ago. Yeah, Gene Wilder.
It's a totally different thing.
I was looking at Ryan Reynolds a minute ago, so you know.
I know. It's just it's funny how different they are. But yeah, it's supposed to be a prequel to the original Gene Wilder one.
Which I'm like, oh, that makes me sad because that movie does not look good.
Looks bad.
Looks
He
bad.
looks nothing like Gene Wilder.
No.
Which, look at Jeremy Allen White. He looks just like Gene Wilder.
It's you know what?
Crazy.
Yeah, you could say, yeah, he could definitely play a young Gene Wilder.
And I say this because I've seen so many TikToks of other people saying it. That's how I got the idea. This wasn't my original idea or anything. But this the bear is about the main character, he is like he has to come back home to like run his brother's like kind of hole in the ground restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just this whole little hole in the ground thing, nothing big. And he is like a Michelin star chef himself. Like it's one of those like he left the neighborhood type things and actually made a name for himself. Yeah, it's like it's like a sandwich shop.
Yeah.
It's like a hole in the ground sandwich shop, and they end up transforming it into a bit more and doing other stuff. And there's like pushback with the people who are working there already because they're like, oh, you're bringing your bougie stuff into here, and let's just whatever, and let's just continue to do stuff like that. And it from what I know about like the food industry and how and chefs, because like my dad was a chef,
Mm-hmm.
so like I have experience with how that world works and stuff like that.
All right.
This is pretty accurate. Like the mannerism and stuff like that for him and stuff like that. How like the chefs are one of the most arrogant people you'll ever meet.
Uh-huh.
Like the whole Gordon Ramsay thing, that's like
no,
that's a little.
I've seen Gordon Ramsay. I know.
That's a little played up for the way he does it for the cameras, but like basically that the basically that's how chefs are. Like my dad was one of the most. I love my dad. I love my dad so much. He was great. He was kind. He was always there for me, supportive, but he was one of the most arrogant people I have ever met. We would watch Food Network and he would be yelling at the screen like it was a football game. Like, that's not how you do that. You're supposed to do it. Then he would go into explanations on how you're actually supposed to, the proper way to cook this or the proper technique and stuff like. I learned a lot just from hearing him talk about how the Food Network chefs, like were doing it wrong and whatnot. Like, there's all these YouTube channels of like certain people watching like Food Network people and criticizing them and stuff like that. And like my dad was I had that already, like growing up with my dad. Like if he was still around, it'd be I would do that. I would have a YouTube channel where him like critiquing and criticizing because it was entertaining and it was also very informative. Like I learned a lot from him as far as cooking and all that. But like, like I said, all the mannerisms and stuff like that, Jeremy Allen White just got everything, just nailed everything basically. There's some other characters in the show that I'm kind of like, like I don't really like them too much, but like as far as he goes being the main character, like he's really good. entertaining, and I hate the writer strike because we're gonna have to wait till probably 2025 for season 3 of this. Because I don't even think they had started on season or the before the before the writer strike, they weren't even starting on season 3 or knew they were going to get a season 3. I think once the writer strike wrapped up, I heard that I saw something about like where he was interviewed and asked about it, and they were saying, "Yeah, that's great. We're getting a season 3," but I think they said there was no script or anything, so like that means we're going to be waiting for a while, you know. 2024 is not going to be a fun time for
No,
for entertainment.
no, it
Like,
really won't.
thankfully, like we're gonna get some anime though, because anime won't be affected by that. You know, that's gonna be That's gonna be the saving grace of things. But like,
Yeah,
there's only gonna be one Marvel the entire 2024, for example. Like, granted, that's probably a good thing with the way Marvel movies have kind of been. Like,
yeah.
they need that extra time to make sure things are. And it's Deadpool 3. That's the only one we're getting.
I honestly did not think we were getting that.
I mean, it was like a lot of it was already shot though, like before the writer's strike. So, but I did see something about Bob Iger talking about that like the Marvel movies and all that stuff are gonna change. Like they're not gonna just put out sequels for the sake of sequels, and you know, like they're in they're gonna they're only gonna like put out he's gonna make sure they only put out like quality from here on out, like because it's kind of gotten out of hand with the last like I guess phase the
Yeah,
quality, you know. And it's like that's encouraging. Like,
it is, but I agree. Yeah, it's gotten out of hand because like this last quote phase hasn't. The last two phases have not felt like phases. They're just movies because they're not connected at all to each other.
oh yeah,
They
phase
don't.
4 was there's no direction to phase 4 at all.
Yeah, there's no like, oh, this it ends that phase. What happened in that phase? Individual stories happened, but there was nothing.
Hey, multiverse. Kinda.
Kinda.
We had some movies and shows that dealt with multiverse. Like, okay, great.
And we may or
Yeah.
may not have a king.
It's like you throw it at the wall and see what sticks. That's what the phase was.
Yeah.
Like, let's do a Moon Knight show. Oh, not everyone liked it. Oh,
Because there was
okay.
no direction or connection to anything.
Well, there was like 5 minutes of Moon Knight in like a whole season. Like, they barely had Moon Knight in the Moon Knight show.
True.
Like, it's crazy the amount of time like he was actually in it, like as Moon Knight, and not just like one of the random personality.
Well, honestly, I find that more interesting than Moon Knight punching people. I find the personality aspect a little bit more interesting. So I was perfectly okay with that. I wanted more.
I don't know. I don't think they handled it that well. It felt like they had a Moon Knight script and they turned it into a TV show. It didn't feel like it was which some of those Disney Plus Marvel shows felt that way. Like they weren't made for TV shows, but they were like repurposed movie scripts it turned into TV shows. If you get what I mean. Like,
I kind of get what you're saying. Like, oh, Secret Invasion. That's definitely a binge because that was definitely made to be consumed all at once.
yeah.
That was definitely a movie that they stretched out and broke up, and it didn't do it credit. Like it didn't help it. That's what I meant to say.
That should have
didn't
been a
help it.
phase. That should have been a phase.
Correct.
I think we kept. I think that was one of our ideas. We kept talking about like that should have been a phase in Marvel itself. You know,
Yeah.
it could have been so good. Like they had to just rush it with the TV show. You know, or turn it into and that just. I still haven't watched all of it.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 episodes. I have two episodes left of that, and I'm just like I need to watch it eventually. But like I've seen screenshots and stuff of Amelia Clark and towards the end and just like, oh, that looks awful.
It wasn't good.
Like, oh, that CG looks so bad. Like,
It did. Because it was.
was it her with Drax's arm? I think, right?
It was a muscly arm.
It was. I think it was supposed to be Drax, though, right?
I think so. Yeah, because it was all DNA from Avengers.
And I mean, you got the Marvels. It's like the worst performing Marvel movie ever. Like,
But from what I've heard from like somebody who has seen it, it's good. Like it's actually good. But you got people who are
I
fucking
heard
dickheads.
it's all right. Yeah. But it's,
I haven't seen it, but I've not
I
seen.
I heard that probably I heard what I was just saying about movie script to TV show. I heard it felt the opposite. Like it was supposed to be, it was going to be a it was going to be a Disney Plus show that they decided to turn into a movie.
I think they should have.
And there was a lot of things that like kind of didn't from what I've heard, some people say that there was some stuff that like didn't, that didn't get elaborated on as much that probably should have, that would have if it was a show and stuff like that. It just broke 200 million worldwide. 202. 83 domestic.
Yeah.
119 international. Yeah, that's like it's got so bad that Disney's like, we're not gonna report sales anymore. Like, we're just not. So
I will definitely watch it when it comes to Disney Plus. I will 100% watch it.
oh yeah. Yeah, I'll probably watch it as well, but it's just, I don't know. It's just it's not every character can handle its own movie, Like they need to realize that. They need that, they can't just like try stuff with big movies. Like,
Yeah.
especially with Carol Danvers, cuz like fans just don't like that character that much to begin with.
People don't like Brie Larson.
Well, that too, but like the actual character, like from the comics, people don't like either because ever since Civil War II, I think, right?
Yeah, so I was gonna say Civil War II was
That really like, and I don't think they've really fixed her personality or her perception, since then. But yeah, people don't like Brie Larson because what is it? She did like crypto something, right? That was her.
I don't know.
I think she did like crypto stuff or NFT stuff or something. I think that was one of the things a couple years ago. But hey, Brie Larson's all right with me because we got one of the best songs in a movie.
It wasn't her though.
From
It wasn't her singing it.
She sang it. They released it.
Oh, I did. I thought that was somebody else singing that.
It wasn't her song. Like, it was
Okay.
someone else's song, but I think it was actually her singing, because they even released it on. They released the single itself during COVID. I saw a TikTok from, I guess the artist who actually had the song to begin with. She was talking about it.
Okay, I don't know if Google was listening to me or not, but I typed in "Did Bree autocomplete Larson sing Black Sheep?" I don't know if it was listening to me or not. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was her singing in the movie.
I mean, that's her voice. Like, it sounds like her. So, like, yeah. Yeah, God, that's such a good song. I love that movie too. Like,
It's a good. I still have not seen the animated show yet.
I guess I'm gonna just have to pay $15 to get Netflix for that. I guess for 2 shows, for that and the Yu Yu Hakusho.
It was like literally, I pulled up Netflix. It's the banner,
Oh yeah.
and it is Yu Yu Hakusho is number 2 in the U.S.
Oh wow. Surprised it's not 1 yet.
No,
Hopefully it's good.
that's looks like that's I don't know. It's some dude with a shirt off.
Oh God.
My Life with the Water Boys.
Okay. I have no idea.
Not a clue. But it's some dude in a lounge chair with a shirt off.
Yeah. Boy, I can't even remember how we got all the way from here. Like,
The bear.
I was talking about the bear. Yeah,
bear.
I was talking about the bear, and we got Brie Larson singing Scott Pilgrim.
Okay, it went from the bear to the writer's strike to Disney to Marvel movies.
Yeah, crazy. Anyways, yeah, great. The bear, great show. Lot of good food. If you like seeing food, cooking food and all that, and it's portrayed in a pretty realistic way. Like,
I'm hungry.
I recognize a lot of the techniques that they actually use and stuff like that, and it's a really good show. I can't wait to watch season 3 in 2 years. Because I think season 2 just ended not too long ago. So yeah, for the writer's strike, they didn't, when that ended, like I said, they didn't even have a script, I think, for season 3 yet. So that's gonna be a while. Anyways, what's something else you got?
Well, speaking of 3, Doctor Who special number 3, The Giggle. Well, we were wrong that it was a musical.
I never said it was a musical.
No, we mentioned last week like it's going to be a musical, and you said yes.
I said I would like it if it was. Yeah,
No, you said yes.
I always like to see Neil Patrick Harris like perform musical stuff, and we got him performing.
He kind of did. It wasn't him singing. It wasn't him singing, but it was his
amazing.
It was him performing.
It was still amazing.
It wasn't what because I was expecting musical. Just because of that one shot made it look like it was going to be a musical. Nope, it was just a scene where they played the Spice Girls.
Show. We got a puppet show though.
We did get a creepy puppet show. There's some creepy ass
that's
puppets.
all right then. I love when he kept breaking out into, well, that's all right then. Like he'd drop his accent. So good. Oh, this episode was great for the most part.
For the most part. What do you think of the bi generation? Because I texted you immediately after I saw it. I paused it and I said I'm in the middle of the special. I'm so confused.
I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. Like it, because it kind of does what the Timeless Child did, and kind of like just changes everything we know about Doctor Who's lore. Like, and I don't know if I've seen some, like, apparently on the iPlayer, BBC iPlayer, I've seen TikTok clips of this. I haven't seen the whole thing, but the Russell T Davies, David Tennant, and somebody else, I don't know who that third person was, but they did a watch.
They did a watch along, yeah. I
Yeah,
saw
and they were commenting.
something.
And Russell T Davies was talking about, like, his. He didn't say it was that it was official, but he was saying his fan theory, would be like that every Doctor bi generated.
Except they didn't.
That's why I said, like, he said his fan theory would be, but he didn't say it was official, And David Tennant even said, like, so there'd be like 3 of me roaming around, right? If that was the case.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, oh, yeah, huh, interesting.
Because there's already fucking
Yeah,
2.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how, the purist in me, really doesn't like it. But the part of me that's like, I want more David Tennant is like, well, that's another chance to bring him back, I guess. But we already have the other doctor, the human doctor with
Correct.
Rose, that they could always bring back anyways.
Correct.
That they refuse to ever do.
I didn't think about it at the time, but I saw the TikTok of, man, Martha must be pissed.
Yeah.
She was the only one of Ten's companions that didn't end up with another version of him.
She had to settle with Mickey.
Had to settle with Mickey. Ricky. But one theory that I saw about it was
Curator.
Huh?
The curator? Is that where you're going?
No.
Oh.
Was that it happened because the toy maker's influence, his state of play, kind of fucking with reality, and and a regeneration happening just kind of went wonky. It was the toy maker's fault that it happened. And his reality warping abilities, making everything weird. I mean, we already saw that being the case of how there's now 2 TARDISes. So the same thing basically happened. That was
kind of a little too convenient, I felt. Like,
you're right. It was.
Part of me is also afraid that, like, maybe this is. Yeah, I know. Part of me is afraid this is like Russell T Davies kind of saying, like, yeah, David Tennant's now retired and he won't come back as the Doctor because he's now retired and spending his time with Donna, So he won't ever be coming back, and that's kind of like has me a little upset because like I want to see David Tennant return again
Which,
in the future.
I mean, that's usually the case when a new doctor appears. We don't usually see unless a special happens.
Yeah, I mean they've had specials in the old Doctor Who, even
Right.
with
Like,
yeah.
yeah, it's like that's usually the case anyway. So I don't
Also,
know.
is there going to be a unit spinoff show? Right?
Is there?
Because it sure felt like this episode was like a backdoor pilot to a unit show. Did it not? With like
I didn't feel
the
like that, but you're not
extensive set
alone.
that they created? Like,
But apparently you're not alone because there's a Screen Rant article about it.
I know there's supposed to be. I know Russell T Davies said there was going to be like spin-offs or sides or whatever, like stuff.
Also, did
but
they
I don't know.
have to use the Avenger Tower? Like, seriously?
I mean, that's Disney.
Couldn't have been like looked like something. It was that was the Avengers Tower.
Yeah, well, Disney gave them the rights. That was part of the funding. They gave them the assets to use. They teased the one who waits.
Is
Right?
that the Christmas special?
No, that's the. I think is that the right terminology? Yeah, the one who waits. That was the one that the toy maker said that the one who waits was the only one he didn't like compete against because he was afraid of the one who waits and all this because he was talking about how he defeated he defeated the master and put him in his tooth and
Okay, yeah.
all this and that. So I'm guessing the one who waits is probably going to be like an overarching plot for the next season, right?
Okay.
I would think. If not, then why bring that up? Like that felt like a big like setup,
Also, who do you think took the tooth?
Who knows?
My vote is the Master's wife.
I saw a TikTok. Oh man, do I still have it? Did I save it? I saw a TikTok that was like, oh, who took who took uh who took the tooth, the toy maker's tooth that has the master in it, and it was all these different like people throughout Doctor Who, like but they photoshopped like the hands to have the red nail paint. Um, and it was like Davros was one and like, like just such random characters. Oh god. Did I not save it? Oh, that's sad. Um it was funny but really dumb at the same time. Um or did I add it to this? Anyways, yeah, I don't know. They definitely made a huge point to, show like, hey,
it had like the same like, and I'm sure they did this on purpose. It was the same thing with the ring. When the Met Master's wife took the ring and the Master came back, all juiced up. It was the same kind of feel to that, and they probably did that on purpose because there's no way you have that shot be the exact same and not
Yeah.
do that on purpose.
Yeah, I wish I had that TikTok saved. It was really dumb. Like they had some really stupid, stupid people. Um, but yeah, who knows? Yeah, I just and Donna's gonna be working for a unit, I guess.
Sure.
So like, but yet the doctor's not gonna get involved. Like David, like the doctor's not gonna get involved at all, even though the person he's living with is gonna probably get into major troubles and issues and stuff with unit, and like it's just that whole stuff kind of falls
Yeah,
apart. Like
you're right.
if you
You're right.
really if you think about it a little bit.
And also, Martha works for Unit, or at least she did.
She did. I don't know if she probably doesn't anymore because we've seen Unit in the last few iterations of the Doctor, and we haven't seen Martha at all
Right. I mean,
or mention of her.
the last time we saw her was fighting some monster in a warehouse with Ricky.
Yeah.
So, and we don't know whether she was with Unit at that point or not, or whether she left and just doing shit on her own.
I think she was freelancer. Like those two, like those two became freelancers. I think that was the whole
That's entirely possible.
But yeah, who knows? What else? There's more. I'm trying to think. There's more I wanted to bring up on this. TikTok's been nothing but that Spice Girl song ever since for me. Oh, Puppet Show. Puppet Show was great. I loved it. His whole how he broke down like the tragedies of his former companions. And it was, like I said, it was great when the doctor would try to defend himself and then make her, well, that's all right then. Like, contradicting, like, oh, that makes things so much better because, the consciousness is survived even though, basically they're dead, type of thing. But I thought that was done really well. I think I like the last two specials a lot better than the first.
Agreed. They were definitely, but the second one was definitely the best overall.
Yeah, and the budget stuff was really good. Like when Donna was in the toy maker's domain or whatever, and coming across those like evil those like the dolls or whatever, like those look creepy.
Stucky's wife but whatever.
Yeah, they looked creepy, but it looked really good.
It did.
Like,
yeah,
it looked better than anything in previous Doctor Who. Like, you can definitely like that Disney budget that they're getting. You can definitely see that's being used. Like, which has me excited for the future. And I think I said this about the previous episodes too. Like, you can definitely tell they have a bigger budget than they previously have had. Because they're doing stuff, especially that second episode. Like, looked great. What else?
Have you looked up? I just did. What Stooky Bill actually looked like?
No.
Here is actually the first image. Oops. Of what Stooky Bill actually looked like. That's the picture of the man.
Oh. Huh.
There, I think this will, because I'm this is Wikipedia, so hopefully this works. Yeah. That's more horrifying than what we got.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, to continue on with the whole unit, like backdoor pilot thing, like they spent a lot of time on some of those characters. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, like if you think back to like Osgood,
oh yeah,
like there was a lot of time with her too, and nothing happened with Osgood either. So
yeah. I don't think there's plans for anything though. I think there are plans for like spin-offs or whatnot. Because I think Russell T Davies even said he wants to eventually bring back Torchwood even in some form, you know.
sure. I mean,
But
it makes sense.
yeah. Did you see the preview stuff for the Christmas special?
Yes.
Goblins.
Goblins. Interesting.
And hey, there's your musical. There's a song.
Did see there was a song.
And I think it's sung by the companion, the new companion.
I saw a clip. It was like it was a song sung by the Goblins.
Yeah, it's sung by the Goblin, but I think in real life it's sung by the actress who plays the companion.
Okay, cool.
The new companion, you know.
Because that clip that I saw on TikTok of the Goblin singing, I'm like, gives me a very Labyrinth kind of a.
It does, doesn't it?
Gives me a very Labyrinth kind of a feel to that song.
What do you think of the new screwdriver?
That's not a screwdriver.
I agree.
That is a remote control.
It's a remote control, yeah.
But then again, like, it wasn't a screwdriver before, but at least it was cylindrical.
Which my screwdriver is a remote control.
Full circle.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Just I watched that video of him explaining it, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Whatever. Like, oh, and this thing is like a USB where you can blah blah blah, and I'm just like, okay. Like, no, stop trying to explain things. Part of the sonic screwdriver was like the mystery behind it.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, exactly.
What made it so great was like, you know, like, how can it do all this through Sonic? Oh, it's because we're humans and our brains can't around.
Can't comprehend, right?
You know, can't comprehend. Yeah. Like, you know.
Although I will say, with these specials, and only happened in the first special of like the Doctor drawing a screen. I liked that.
Oh, I didn't like that.
I liked it.
Did you?
I did, yes.
I mean, he made a bulletproof shield, though. Like, he made a force field.
That was a bit of like, okay, hold on. Why have you never done that before?
Yeah, it's like, I think you're going a little too far there. Like,
but like an actual screen, I liked that.
Oh yeah, that was all right. But
Which
yeah, like the bulletproof shield that they use, I was like, okay, that feels like a little too much.
agreed, that was a little much. That yes.
But yeah, I don't know. It was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm still not quite sure how I feel about the whole bi-generated thing. Like, it's weird.
I'm sticking with it was because of the toy makers influence that it happened. And that's also why it happened out of order. Because they even mentioned that why 15 is not having a crisis like 14 does, is because he's already been through that. And he actually regenerated before he was supposed to.
Yeah.
So because 14 went through his therapy, 15 doesn't have to.
I also saw a TikTok that was like the doctor's biggest weakness is giant lasers, and it showed him getting attacked by the toy maker with a giant laser. Jodie Whittaker's doctor got attacked by a giant laser, and Peter Capaldi got attacked by a giant laser.
Didn't Matt Smith also?
Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it was like giant laser versus the doctor 3-0. That was the TikTok. And it showed the clip of them all, like, each time they got hit by the laser. I'm like, oh, that's funny. Yeah. My TikTok has been nothing but has been like half Doctor Who,
I've been
like
seeing
so much Doctor
a
Who.
lot of you know what? Something I did not notice, and I don't know how I didn't notice it when I watched it. I wasn't watching for this. I didn't notice the dude was pantsless.
Oh yeah, it's because David Tennant was shoeless.
Yes, I know why,
Yeah.
but I didn't see it. Like
yeah.
I didn't completely oblivious to, oh, he's not wearing pants. No, and because I wasn't looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's interesting because they split, so like their clothing split.
Yes,
Yeah, I was like, that
he was wearing
makes as much sense as anything else. Like,
Yep.
makes as much sense as regenerating your clothes. Like Jodie Whittaker to the doctor or to
We're
David
not going to
Tennant.
get answer to why that face came back.
Well,
and it makes me mad.
You haven't seen? Have you seen anything about the curator theory?
No.
That David Tennant's doctor is now is going to be the curator.
That makes sense.
Because Tom Baker said in the 50th special how like he's going to revisit faces and what all this and that, and
That makes sense.
yeah, so like that's a theory going around.
Sure. I'll go with that.
Yeah. I still want to see the human doctor with Rose in that other. I want to see that eventually, like, and then I want to see Jenny as well.
Yeah. We need to see Jenny. We need to know what's going on with Jenny.
Right?
Wasn't there
there was an audio thing.
There were an audio thing.
Recently.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was like during sometime in the last year or two. They've done a lot of audio stuff in the last year or two. Even with Christopher Eccleston, he came back to do a bunch.
Because nobody was working.
Yep, exactly. His bank account, his principles didn't matter when he needed that money. So,
Oh,
but yeah, I don't. It's just it's gonna be interesting. I'm I'm hoping that this new Doctor slash like season or new entry into Doctor Who isn't gonna like just be totally radical for the sake of being totally radical.
no, I don't think it will be, because I think that was Jodie Whittaker's doctor's problem. Was
Well,
it
I mean
was
that the problem there was the showrunner didn't know Doctor Who at all,
and didn't care.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was that problem. Like
but
you could,
Russell T Davies isn't like that, so like he's not like that.
yeah.
So I don't think it will be.
So, yeah, I just I'm excited we're getting a Christmas special.
Yes.
First time in a long time.
Which is it airing on Christmas or
I think
before?
so.
On Ruby Road, 25th.
Yeah. So.
I didn't know whether there was like the Saturday before, because the other episodes were on Saturdays.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
That
I
makes
didn't
sense.
know.
Yeah. So yeah, Disney Plus. That's the home of Doctor Who from now on.
Now on,
Because the old stuff is still.
if you want the other stuff, you go to Max.
Or Pluto.
Pluto has
the
a
classics.
classic channel.
Yeah. I think that's where to watch the classics. Yeah.
Yeah, which I have watched before.
I've watched some of the old stuff, just not that much. It's really hard to watch some of that old stuff.
It is. Like I watched somewhat recently. I watched the five doctors.
Oh, I've seen that before. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. I mean, going back to New Who, like that first episode with those mannequins, that special effect is kind of rough, if you want to go that route of things. Like, but yeah. Good story though, Shine. It really helps Shine shine past the
Yeah,
like bad special effects.
but also not just like bad special effects, but like TV was dumb back then.
Yeah.
Like characters were dumb, like absolute idiots, and that was just a problem at the time.
God, I love that Children in Need special they did with David Tennant's Doctor.
Which one?
The most recent one.
The recent one, okay.
The one where he named the Dalek and
okay.
He destroyed the arm and gave him a plunger, and that's the reason why.
I didn't know. I didn't know whether you meant the one where he meets his father-in-law.
Oh, that one's good too.
That one's also a good one.
Yeah. God, that whole thing there is just crazy how that happened. Like, it's insane. But yeah, it's interesting. Doctor Who there's technically 2 doctors now. One's retired and one's going off and apparently like the Russell T Davies said there's something coming up in this season that's going to show that what's his name? Shooty? Shoot. How do you say that?
I have been avoiding saying his name because I don't know how.
It's like Shooty or Chuty, something like that. Like, even though it starts with NC.
That's why I called him 15.
Yeah,
I don't
even
know how to
though-
say his name.
Well, Rusty T Davies said that 15th, like the 15th Doctor, like there would be something to show like his TARDIS is actually the real TARDIS, because there's people who are probably going to be worried that David Tennant's TARDIS or the 14th Doctor's TARDIS isn't, it has the real TARDIS, while the one who's going through has the copy or blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't think anyone cares. I don't think anyone's really thinking about it that much.
No,
There's just
but
2
like,
TARDISes.
like when he hit to the TARDIS with Harley Quinn's hammer, his did become the copy. So
15th became the copy.
yeah.
Well, apparently Russell T Davies in that commentary thing said there's going to be something that shows that his is the original. So who knows? That's yeah. Doesn't make
Shuti
sense to me,
Gatwa
but yeah.
is how you say that. The N is silent, and the C makes a sh sound.
Yeah. How long do you think before we see the Master again? I love the Master, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
When he's done right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Like, Jodie Whittaker's Master was kind of hit or miss with me.
He was insane.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate that.
Well, what's his name? Sims or what?
John Sims.
John Sims. His was insane, but his was fun. Insane. I thought
his was mad. Like he was, like his was like mad, like insane. Where like Jodie Whittaker's was like kooky insane.
Yeah, kooky. That. Yeah. Yeah, I like John Sims John Sims Master really well. Like, God, he's so good. The episodes he's in are amazing. Like,
agreed.
Oh, and Missy was great.
Missy was good. Missy was conniving.
Oh, Missy was amazing. Like, yeah.
Like Missy was such a good antagonist for Capaldi's Doctor. Like that.
Oh, agreed. Yeah. Yeah. Would have loved to. What would have been interesting? Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. It's. I hope we get to see the Master sooner than later. Like,
I'm thinking about halfway through the season. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like episode 3 is maybe at the earliest.
Okay, I didn't know if I wasn't sure if like I see. I'm not sure if we're gonna see him at all like this season.
I think we will.
I hope we do. Yeah, that'd be nice. Just because like you can't really dangle that carrot and then wait too long.
Yeah,
like people are gonna forget. Like
no, people won't forget, and that's kind of the issue. they won't forget, and
Yeah.
they'll be screaming for it.
Cool. Yeah. The casual people will forget though. That's why, yeah, I will definitely be screaming about it. Um, yeah. And who picked up the tooth? Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
something I hope we don't have to wait too long to see. But yeah. The only other thing that I've got, I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Is this before or after?
After,
Okay.
unfortunately, yeah. The recently, Andre Brower, I think
I,
that's how you say it.
yes, I think that's yeah.
Yeah. Who played Captain Raymond Holt on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he's been like so many other things. Like I've been seeing clips of like he was Dark Side, the voice of Dark Side, at least once in DC animated stuff.
I can see that.
He's done so much. I think he's an Emmy Award winner, like from like way early in his career even.
Yeah, one of the things
I've
I saw, yeah, he definitely won an Emmy.
Yeah. He passed away from lung cancer. And I think he just came out recently that it was lung cancer that he was diagnosed a few months ago. Like,
Yeah.
so it was a quick thing.
Yeah, he died Monday, the 11th.
And I think he was only 61.
Yes.
Yeah, which is
I'm
like,
on his
wow.
IMDb now.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh man.
Oh,
And
he
then I was like,
won 2 Emmys actually.
oh wow. But yeah, that made me want to go back and watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine because that's if you've never watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that show is just it's one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. Like it's got some of the best cold openings ever. Like
I have not seen it, but I have seen clips on TikTok.
have you seen the Backstreet Boys lineup?
Yes, I saw that a long time
God,
ago.
it's so good. It's so good. Oh man, I have chills. That was amazing. It was number 5. That's the one who killed my brother. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like, oh, so good. But yeah, it's such a good show. Like, it's an amazing cast too. Like, just solid cast. You know. Um, which it was weird when Encanto came out, seeing the actress who voices, you know, seeing like her like seeing the behind the scenes stuff where it showed like her in the recording booth singing the Encanto songs when the like I'm used to seeing her as the tough badass Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and here she is singing, this cutesy, sounding voice and whatnot, and it's crazy. But like, and then Terry Crews, gotta love Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Andy Samberg, of course, the main, Andre Brower, and there's been like so many things throughout that show. I think Craig Robinson, he plays a character that is like a nemesis to Andy Samberg's character, Doug Judy, who like just pops in throughout the whole series, and just like there's so much like recurring stuff, you know. They have special episodes, like Halloween episodes, where it's a heist. Every year there's a Halloween episode, and it's a new heist where they're all trying to like prove that they all decide on something that one of them's gonna steal, or they're all gonna steal, and it's just like I'm so glad that NBC picked it up when Fox canceled it. You know, because we got some good. We Fox put down so many great shows. You know,
They're
before
known
their
for that.
time. Yeah. And I'm glad NBC picked them up, and we got a few extra seasons out of it, and some good seasons too. But yeah, it's a fun show I'm watching in the background while I'm doing other things and stuff like that, because it's just seeing Andre Brower pass away was just and he, like I said, 61. That's not that old.
No, it's
I
not.
mean, especially in today's, we're seeing we're having people live to 99, 100, almost 100. Like Betty White was 99 when she passed away.
Yeah.
Going back to Doctor Who, what's his name? Played Wilf. I think he was 93.
Damn.
Bernard Cribbins, was that his name? Something like that.
Sure.
But yeah, it's and we're seeing, and then and then if you've seen Dolly Parton and Cher, they're both up there, but they're moving around
Well, hell, Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke, yeah, he's in his 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 60 is not. It's not a hold anymore.
I saw he was on The Masked Singer recently.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah. It's just it's crazy. It's also depressing seeing all these people who are now in their 60s, 70s, and they're moving around better than I can. They're
Right?
doing stuff and I'm like, "Oh, how?" My knee hurts watching you do that. It's I feel like our generation, we look younger than previous generations our age, but on the inside, we're way older.
There was this was somewhat recently, in the past, when was this? This was this was 5 years ago still. I know Dick Van Dyke was on stage doing Step in Time, and he was fucking dancing, not just standing there. He was dancing. He was doing all of the dancing, but because that's definitely a energetic song.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what it was, but what Cher recently, she did something where she's 77, and she was moving around, a lot. There are people who are. Dolly Parton did something, but she wasn't really moving around too much with what she was doing.
Wasn't she wearing
She was wearing a Dallas Cowboys
Dallas
cheerleader.
Cowboys? Yeah.
It's oh, that's what? Very weird.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, but Cher was doing something recently. I feel I saw where he was actually moving around pretty well, and I'm like, oh wow, okay. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. We were getting these celebrities dying young. Like, also, was it this year we had Lance Reddick also pass away?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another big one. You know, like he's been the voice of so many things, and he's even been in TV shows. Like, I remember rewatching certain things. I think he was in an episode of Leverage. I remember I was rewatching Leverage, and I was like, "Oh, that's Lance Reddick." What? Like,
Dick Van Dyke just like a couple days ago turned 98.
oh, I'm worried now. Bring him up in the conversation. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy though. Like, yeah. It also sucks that the fact that we're getting older means like m- more people we are familiar with in the industry, like in the entertainment industry, we're gonna start seeing more and more pass away now. Like,
Yeah.
that's just because how life is. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. Yeah,
And that was 5 years ago.
yeah.
So he was 94.
He doesn't look that bad and yeah, he looks really good
No, yeah.
for
Like,
94. Yeah. But yeah.
no, the latest "Do you feel old yet?" thing that I've seen on TikTok is um Melissa Joan Hart playing a grandma in a show.
No, that's not right. No. I don't like that, Stuart.
Nobody does.
No.
Nope. She's playing a grandma in something. Like, no, 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 no.
She, oh, that feels so wrong. I saw something that was like what 9 years ago feels like, and it showed a Game Boy Advance, and it was like what 9 years ago really, and it showed like a 3DS,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh yeah, I feel that. But Melissa Joan Hart as that's no, I don't like that, Stuart.
She's only 47. She's only 47. Don't.
Yeah,
She's 10 years older than me. Stop that.
especially because that was like one of childhood crushes growing up. Like,
Right?
no. uh, I do not like. I do not wish to subscribe to this reality we're living in. Um, wow. Yeah.
I found a clip.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, I don't like TikTok half the time because it makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Like just too many things that are like no. But anyways, you got anything else?
Um, I am watching an anime that's currently airing. that is I really kind of like. Good thing I'm watching it then. It's called Farron Beyond Journey's End.
Which one is this?
This follows an elf named Farron who was part of the heroes party that defeated the Demon King.
Oh, this is season 2, right?
No.
Or no?
Nope. Season 1.
Okay, I'm confusing this with a different thing then. Okay, because that premise is not necessarily the most original. At least
No.
that sentence you just said.
You're right. It's not. It's not.
I think I do have this on my like to watch list though.
It's not an action anime. This is definitely a slower pace.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Like Farron, she's an elf, elves are long lived, and her perception of time does not match up with humans. So
interesting.
So she's like,
we've ever seen that explored that way.
It's like it not in the not like this. So like she's like, like right at the at the end of the hero party's journey, there's like a meteor shower, and Farron's like, oh, I know a better place to watch it. But this meteor shower only occurs every 50 years, so we'll meet up then. So all right, bye. And then she goes off, and she comes back, and everybody's still alive, but like the two humans are old.
I think I saw a clip of this part on TikTok. Yeah, this sounds really familiar.
And she's like, okay, let's go. Let's go to this spot I know. All right, where is it? Oh, it's a week's walk away. And you can just see the two humans go, ugh.
Okay, it's completely out now. Okay.
I don't think it is.
Is there more than 12 episodes?
There's 15 out at the moment.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Weird. Okay. Normally I see 12 and I'm like, okay, that's it then, right? For season 1?
Nope.
Not anymore.
No, and I don't know if there's going to be more. If there is, there'll be one more.
So there's gonna be 16 episodes.
Yeah,
that's weird.
I don't know. 15 may be it.
Okay, they're on 12 dubbed.
So, actually, there's going to be 28. So it's
that
not
makes
done.
more sense.
It's not done. There's going to be 28 episodes.
Okay. 15 or 16. That's just weird. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like,
again,
we're coming to the end of an airing season, so
yeah. Which I'm like about to start watching anime. Like I think this weekend is the weekend to start watching a bunch of stuff because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's wrapped up or about to. Yeah.
But what she and because she's an elf, she also has a lot of detachments, and to everybody else around her. And she's kind of right now redoing the path that they took to defeat, like the journey that she took to defeat the Demon King, with a couple of apprentices basically from her former party. Like they're kind of redoing that journey. And she's like, "Oh, it's just a short 10-year journey." And I feel like she's slowly starting to realize like how much like that short 10 years actually meant to her. Even though she's over 1,000 years old.
Oh, okay.
This
Wow.
10-year journey meant more to her than she really realized. So, but it's very good.
Okay. Yeah, it's yeah, there's a bunch that I'm just been waiting for them to finish. Like so many that I'm just like, oh, come on, hurry up. It's been killer, like for Goblin Slayer season 2. That's been so tough to not just start already, you know? Ugh.
Yeah, I've been thinking about rewatching that one, but like skipping the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
The first episode.
that first episode's yeah. That and like Shield Hero, both two of the most uncomfortable times I've felt from anime. Like,
yeah, but Shield Hero, that's the whole first season though. I guess more than just 5 minutes.
yeah. Like the first half. Mostly that first scene or that first episode where he gets betrayed by
By
bitch. Yeah. Oh, I love every time that scene pops up on TikTok. I always watch it. Like, my name's not bitch. It is now. So good. Yeah, there's a lot that I'm waiting on. Yeah. I haven't watched any anime in like probably a month, to be honest. I think coming up soon, Zom 100 is supposed to get the last few episodes. I think that's sometime this month. I don't know if it's on Christmas or not, but it's sometime around there, which I'm excited about that because that's a good one. That's a fun anime.
Now, did the live action also go on hold too?
I don't know.
Oh, because it's on Netflix.
Yeah, Zom 100's
Oh,
on Netflix.
that's a movie, not a series.
Yeah, the anime is on Netflix, Hulu, and Crunchyroll. Weird. I've never seen an anime be on 3 different platforms like that.
Also, as soon as the anime premiered, there was a live action.
Yeah. Crazy. Man, I saw TikToks talking about like anime coming out next year, and I'm just like, oh, don't get me excited for it. I still need to watch the ones that are about to finish wrapping up now. Don't get me excited for next year. The anime's
Like,
gonna get us through
season
2024.
2 of
Stewart.
Moonlit Fantasy. Yeah.
Moonlit Fantasy.
That's the one where dude gets reincarnated in another world, but goddess calls him ugly and like throws him to the edge of the world.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I remember this one. Yeah.
Yeah, you recommended it to me, and I've watched it a couple times now because I really liked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and he can't speak, right? Like
Yeah, he
he
can't
can't
speak the
speak the
same
same language.
Yep.
He has to do like writing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's a good one.
I did not realize that Banished from the Heroes Party got a season, or is getting a season 2.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's the one where he goes and like
Starts opens up a shop.
a pharmacy, right? Like a pharmacy, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But not the pharmacy isekai. That's a different one.
No. Yeah. Yeah. But he has the one like super powerful like adventurer who's like they handle love. They handle the romance in that one.
Yes.
I remember.
That was the
really
one where we
liking that.
really liked the actual romance in the show.
Yeah. They
That's
handled
getting
that really well.
Season 2.
Sure. Awesome. I'm excited.
That's airing next month. Anything else?
Did I watch this or not?
Those are the sequels that have kind of come. Oh, and Mashal. Mashal's getting a season 2. Cool.
Yeah. I would have been okay either way, but I'll probably watch it.
I mean, buff Harry Potter. I mean, come on, it's hilarious.
Yeah, as long as it's not that AI generated TikTok shit. I don't know if you've seen those or not, but those
I've definitely
are disturbing.
Seen those.
Those are disturbing. Yeah, I'm so excited. Anime is gonna get us through 2024, Stuart. Like, it won't be much else because of the writer's strike and all that stuff,
right?
Delaying everything.
From what I've seen, the anime to look out for next season is Solo Leveling.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, that's supposed to be really good.
That's the one that I've heard that the manga or the is it a manga or a light novel? Either way, the source material I've heard is really good.
Yeah.
A web manga is the source material.
Yeah, I need to look up lists to see what all is actually coming out. I'm excited, but like I said, I still got so much. You know, I've been holding off this season, which has been tough, but like it's gonna be rewarding. You know, just powering through a bunch of animes. I have rewatched some stuff in preparation. Like I did do the rewatch of Goblin Slayer too long ago in preparation for season 2, and probably. I did. I think I do Doctor Stone. I can't remember if I did a rewatch of Doctor Stone, but the second part of the new season of that looks like it's about to wrap up soon. Which you know how much I love that one.
Yeah. Awesome. I didn't realize this, but my anime list where I go to see like animes actually now shows you where it's streaming. Like on the list, whether it's
nice
on Crunchyroll, Netflix, or is that Disney Plus? That looks like a Disney Plus logo. That's a Disney. There's an anime on Disney Plus.
Well, yeah, in other countries, wasn't that the big thing with like Bleach, right? Bleach was the new Bleach was Disney in other countries or something like that.
This one,
Might be this
the
country
name of
too. I
this
don't know.
anime is Undead Unlock. Or
Undead Unluck, yeah.
Unluck. The hell?
Yeah, I've heard stuff about this one, I think. It's just now starting. I think it's about to wrap up sub, but it's like just now for dub,
Okay, it is
believe.
not available on this Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think there's one episode for dub, but it's on like episode 11 for sub, I believe.
Oh, you can watch it on Hulu.
Which you can watch Hulu on Disney Plus now. At least
Except for
I
the
know it's
live sports
yeah.
that you get from ESPN Plus.
Well, I don't have ESPN Plus anyway, so
Well, I don't either, but my dad does.
I saw something that really kind of like hurt my brain, Stuart. There's more episodes of Pokemon than One Piece.
Um, when did One Piece start? One Piece started.
I know Pokemon's been airing for a long time, but like I still wouldn't have think there's like over 1,000 episodes of it. Like I don't know, just something about that just makes my brain hurt.
October 20th, 1999. Sure, yeah. Because I was 10 when Pokemon came out. So like, I was literally the age. Ash is as old as fucking me. So that would be
I mean,
in
no, because
97.
Ash is only 10. uh,
Ash is
same
36. Thank you very much.
same logic as the 15th Doctor's older than the 14th Doctor. What? That comment really hurt my brain. Like I get what you're saying, but no, it doesn't work that way.
And both are
Yeah.
older than 13, which is Peter Capaldi. No.
Yeah.
12. Sorry, not 13, 12.
Yeah. So Peter Capaldi's Doctor isn't around. So David Tennant and Shooty they're both
According to
same age, technically.
Russell T Davis, apparently he's walking around out there.
That's his fan theory. Watch that. Yeah. It's dumb, but yeah. So much anime. I'm just looking. So happy. Gonna have anime to watch soon. When are we getting more reincarnated as a slime?
Soon. I think spring is what I last saw.
And are we ever getting any more of that spider one?
I want it. I want it.
I know you do. I know you do. There were so many questions like unanswered on that one. Like,
Yeah.
anyways, you got anything else?
I got nothing else.
I'm same. Um, just double checking. Yep, that's all I got. I guess be sure to follow us on Twitter or X. God, I'm still calling it Twitter. It's
I will call it
twitter.com
Twitter until ever.
until there's no, like, yeah, unless they actually stop using Twitter, like, because it's still twitter.com, you know? You go to twitter.com and it's still twitter.com, even though when you copy links, sometimes the links say x.com/whatever, so that makes it even more confusing. It's confusing, Stuart. Elon Musk, I hate you. Like, um, which I gotta say, I
You
was
ruin
watching.
Twitter and you make shitty cars.
I gotta say, Stuart, it's funny because when I was doing my rewatch of Stargate, there was a Gaul who looked like Elon Musk.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, that it kind of looks like Elon Musk. He was kind of a recurring character a couple times, not too many times, but yeah. You looking this up?
Oh, are you talking? Okay, maybe. I know. I looked up Elon Musk Stargate SG-1.
And you got a result.
Yeah, but I don't think is this the one you're thinking of?
Yeah,
Okay. I've seen him in other things.
I think I have too, but like, yeah.
Um,
Kind of looks, I mean, not like identical or anything, but kind of looks like him, right? Like,
crap. I'm trying to think of like an episode he's in. I want to look up his name so I can find out what else he's in.
that first photo, not as much as the second one. Might have also been the lower quality of Stargate, like, but
Yeah. Well, that
I was
first
like,
photo is Elon Musk.
oh, that must be I don't know. Actually, I don't even know. But Elon Musk has like done so much to himself. Who knows?
Crap. I know the episode. I just don't know when it happens.
You mean Stargate? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, the first one is the one where what the kid who got the gobble in him the is on the planet and they're trying to have the trial whether or not
That's the one I'm thinking of.
yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of, and it was a later season, right? Because I want to say Vala and Mitchell were there. Was it right? No, or is it?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't believe.
No, you're right.
He does come back. So I can't remember if he was when he came back, if Mitchell was there or not, but
You're right,
so
because I don't
when he
think the
came back.
Ori were the villains then. I think it was still the Gould.
Yeah, it was still the goal. Cause that dude ends up like, yeah, because there's still the system lords and all that stuff was going on and whatnot. Yeah. So yeah. yeah, when I saw that dude, I was like, oh, look at Elon Musk right there. Sorry, that was a weird tangent.
Aha. Not the episode I was thinking, the one that we were talking about, but I found another one with him in it.
Yeah, there's at least one other.
It was one where Anubis makes his appearance.
Yeah, because there was also the lady, the Daniels, like
Sarah.
Sarah. Yeah, she gets taken by a ghoul and makes a pact with the Elon Musk lookalike one, and then it turns out Anubis is the one behind it all. And
He was the Blob in Wolverine.
was he?
Yes.
Wow.
That's,
Okay.
I was like,
Wow.
I've seen him in other things. Yes, he was the Blob in Wolverine.
Okay. Well, definitely doesn't look like Elon Musk in that.
No.
Interesting. I've only seen Wolverine or whichever one. I mean,
Origins.
like Origins once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I think I own it just because it came in a X-Men box or whatever that I was gifted.
See, he was also in Real Steel. I've never seen Real Steel.
Oh, that's another Hugh Jackman, right?
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
Yeah. Sock 'em, rock 'em robots, like, or sock 'em, bop 'em,
Yep.
whatever.
Yep. He was in Austin Powers? Boy, do I not remember him in Austin Powers.
Nope. Boy, what a tangent of me just trying to say, follow us on Twitter.
Yeah. Right, we were ending the show.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter. Stuart's at Casual Terror. I am at Will Play Games _ and follow Stuart on Twitch at Casual Terror. He streams sometimes throughout the week, but definitely whenever we play D&D, typically on Sundays.
Yeah.
Which has been fun. It's been fun playing that again.
It has.
Definitely. It's interesting when you haven't played for a while, kinds of updates to the system you play on, and you also have new characters that you have to relearn stuff, and then the system updates changed how things are, and you thought you had abilities, and then you can't find them, and then
yeah.
So crazy stuff, fun stuff. Boy, my fighter's gonna be nasty. I feel like
I think so too.
when everything's done, because I did more damage than Adam's character who had a crit. I think I did 22 and he did 21 with a crit.
Yeah.
I don't think I've crit with Brandy yet, my fighter.
No.
So that'll be interesting once that happens.
But also you also keep sharpshooter on, which just adds +10.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah.
You're going to do a lot of damage with that +10.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm kind of that character is the one I'm kind of most excited about. I like my other character playing aspect more than anything.
I keep trying to think of a way to bring in like role play, because like I know you want me to, and I'm trying to. I really am.
You're a fan of anime, Stuart.
I know.
You have
A car shows up out of nowhere. No, I'm sorry.
No. All of a sudden, you see a vending machine and it starts talking to you. No.
Please insert coin. Thank you.
That was a really. I hope that gets a season 2. I like that one a lot.
It was weird, but I think like the other weird ones better. Like
yeah.
like reincarnates the sword. I like that one way better.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't put it above some of the other ones, but it still was a fun one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having more. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, and I guess we will maybe see you next time. Can we do 3 in a row? Who knows?
See. We'll see. And remember, no animal heart making this podcast. Last week, when I was because I record on OBS. Partway through the show, apparently my hard drive was full.
Oh.
So didn't record the whole thing. So I had to download it from YouTube.
That's good. There's always a backup there.
And get the end. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, it's time for my yearly cleanup of cleaning out old episodes.
I need to replace my hard drive soon. My actual hard drive, you know. Just because I've had this hard drive for like 10 years and
Yeah.
I'm afraid it'll die.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't know where it's at anymore. Like a little, like it was a hard drive copier. Like
I remember you
take the old hard drive, stick it in, take the new hard drive, stick it in, and just copies. Files, it worked great. Games, not so much. I had to fix every single game that was on the hard drive, but those were easy to fix. But like the files itself worked great, and it was cheap on Amazon.
Oh wow.
Well, relatively cheap. Not the same one I have, but there's one on Amazon for $50.
That's not bad. Like, I mean,
and but it doesn't look the one that looks like the one I got, or the closer to the one I got, it's like $80.
Fantasies. I'm looking at Crunchyroll's winter 2023 lineup, whatever. And it's like, okay. Oh, to be announced. What? Like, there's a few stuff, and then at the bottom there's like to be announced. Okay, I guess there's more coming that they haven't announced. Yeah, banished.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, where is that? Okay, it's under news. So
bottom tier characters getting a second season. Yes, that's a good one. I don't know if you've seen that one or not.
No.
If I remember correctly, I think that's one where is that the one where the shut-in? Yeah, the gamer shut-in like discover that this chick who's in his school is also a big gamer, and she kind of convinces him to like try the ultimate leveling up and leveling up like his social life and actually whatever, and kind of tricks him into, and it's a like shut in trying to basically become social and whatnot, and it's pretty good. It's one you might like. Season 2, January 3rd. I'm here for it.
The Undead Unwanted Adventurer looks like the bad guy from season 2 of Sword Art Online.
Oh. Interesting. Is that on here? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it does. That anime gets shit on a lot. More than I think it should.
Does.
Like, it was so popular, and then all of a sudden, it's like, it was the cool thing to not like it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was a little overhyped, but I don't think it's as bad as.
Yeah,
like,
and yeah, there are plot holes, and yeah, it's like, oh, woman meets main character, fall in love instantly. Yeah, that also happened. And now dude has harem. Yes.
Dude's sister accidentally falls in love with him before figuring out it's actually right. Like,
Sister cousin, yeah, uh-huh.
God, there's a lot. Whether it's just continuing stuff for this or just straight up new stuff, like
When
yeah.
I pulled up Crunchyroll, it's the banner for that One Punch game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got super excited. Oh my god, another season of One Punch Man.
Yup.
No, it's a fucking game.
Yeah. I want more One Punch. Yeah. Did that One Piece Dragon Ball whatever I forget what the third one. Did that ever come out dubbed? I know I saw recently that it was finally going to come out dubbed, but I don't know if it did yet or not. Let me look.
The crossover thing they did?
Yeah, that was like 10 years ago. I think I saw something recently that it's finally coming out dubbed. Yeah, November 4th. Dragon Ball One Piece Toriko? I don't even know. I've seen that name. Crossover gets English dub release 10 years after its debut. When's the release?
Weird. You look it up on Wikipedia. It says original air date March 4th, 2023, US, Part 2 only.
Hmm. Debuting English. Wait. Well, Adult Swim did air the English dubbed version March 2023 as part of its Toonami. It only featured Part 2 due to licensing issues with Part 1, which prevented the latter from being dubbed into English. Now, English speaking viewers can receive the special in its entirety for the first time. Okay. But when?
And where?
Uh, okay. See, I hate some of these sites, Stuart, where like the article ends and it'll just go into a new.
Well,
You know what I mean?
what I don't like is where it looks like the article ends because it has like a bunch of those ads that usually at the bottom, but then if you keep scrolling, it's the rest of the article. Like, hold
Oh
on,
yeah,
you sneaky.
because this is going into Dragon Ball Daima episode count and release, like just going into a whole new article, and it never said when it's actually released in this article.
That's because they didn't say.
Oh really?
Yeah, they've only announced it is coming.
Dang it! That was like beginning of November, so I thought like maybe it was soon. That sucks.
Because I'm actually seeing art. Oh wait, no, that's about the part two only. That was came out.
That's weird. Like the part 2 released, but released back in March.
And what licensing issue could prevent it from part one?
Yeah. Who knows? 10 what licensing issue could prevent part 1 when it was 10 years previous, but but like 6 months later everything's fine, or 6 or 7 months later it's all good. Like it's weird. I guess we have to keep waiting on that.
Yep. It is 10 o'clock and I have not eaten dinner, so I'm hungry.
I am with you there.
Don't forget to send me a photo.
What? Okay. Do you have anything in mind?
Nope, I based mine off yours. So
Oh, okay, cool.
I went over and pulled out my Doctor Who salt shaker for mine.
Nice. Okay, I will think of something.
All right.
Okay. Later.
And thank you for everybody watching. Thank you, Blue, for joining us. If you're still here. Yeah. Hopefully D&D Sunday. See you then.